Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video here. If you watched the video from yesterday, you know that we had the uh, Fed speaking, we had Biden speaking, and I thought that it was bearish. Played some puts up in here and got out of them for a decent gain, luckily, before we ripped all day. And I said that I took the news as a bearish sign, but the market obviously took it very bullishly. And then when we were closing, or when I was finishing up the video, said I wasn't really too convinced that the run would continue because I still didn't think that the news was all that great. But I also wasn't confident enough in a sell off because of how strong of a run this was, how high we stayed on relative strength there, that I wasn't going to get puts yesterday. And man, I wish that I would have. And then this morning, we gapped down, of course, as you can see here. Here is yesterday's close. Here's where we opened up this morning, and we have just been selling off all day. This, for myself being so bearish recently, and for the short slash medium term, should have honestly been a huge payday for me. But I fumbled the bag a little bit on this one. I missed out on my first option that I tried to buy around here for about $223. Those are now pushing, they're at $510 right now. Not that I would have held them this long anyway, but I would have got a nice like 60 to 80 bucks a piece on this move there. And I actually didn't play anything because I've played a couple now, but I missed basically this entire sell off, which would have just been easy, consistent, steady profit coming in. And I missed the whole thing. I was kind of waiting for a pop, and we never got one. If you look down here, you can see it's just the RSI is very low all day today. And I mean, yesterday it stayed up high all day, but that's pretty unusual that we stay below this 25 mark for this extended a period of a time. So I was really waiting for a move like this to get some puts into, and as you can see, we just never got any sort of bounce. And this cloud here looks a lot better now because it's a moving indicator. So it's, it just changes, and you can kind of watch the end piece here, and it changes as the price moves. This is really the only spot where it is accurate now. It actually did come right up into the middle of the cloud here and was a perfect opportunity to grab some puts, but I did not do so. I actually grabbed a put up here, I believe. Actually, we can just bring this order over. You can see here is the first one I tried to get at 10.04. That was actually me chasing it all the way up at 340. But that's the one that I originally was looking at in the 220s up here. I tried to get it even at 340 just because I was kind of annoyed watching this run the whole morning without me. So at 10.04, yep, all the way down here, I was just like, this thing is going to keep pushing lower and pushing lower. I had this line here was kind of the high of yesterday before all of the meeting. You can see right here, before that 2 o'clock meeting with the Fed and Biden started speaking. So I was using that as kind of a support level and just kind of a target level to, if I had puts, to kind of try and hold them that long. But of course, I just never can. I just take my profits when I see them. And but I don't know. I just felt like that was a good level to go off of because it was before the news started coming out and the markets started acting really irrationally. So I just felt like that was kind of a good level to go off of. But like I said, we usually don't stay up above these levels or all the way down here on RSI for too long. So if you look before this 2 o'clock meeting when things really got crazy, as soon as we tapped above it here, sold all the way back off. We got above it for a little while there, but then came back down to the midpoint. Again here, get above it, back down to the midpoint. So that's really what I was waiting for this morning, for us to kind of have some sort of pop, kind of like this even. It didn't have to get above the halfway mark. I would have liked it to tap the halfway mark. I definitely wasn't expecting it to come to the top, but I was hoping for a little something just to give me better price point and entry. And like I said, you can see we never got any sort of pop. Then I just got kind of annoyed watching everything run without me. So I did finally give in and try to get some puts. and I made a little bit of money off of each of them. Let's see. So this one I ended up canceling because we got a knife right at 10:04, 10:05. Let's see. So yeah, right when I tried to get it, we sold off quick. So I canceled that order. Then I tried to get long again at 10:06 into this little green candle after we fell off and kind of bounced back. I tried to get another one, but you can see I accidentally had 10 contracts instead of one because that's what happens when you click on a contract in the E-Trade order options order flow, which is really annoying. I don't know if I can change it because I'm never going to want to buy 10 puts at once because you can see they were $300 a piece. So it would have been a $3,000 order, which I did not have that much settled cash in my account. So you can see here that order got rejected, insufficient funds to cover the order. But then I did quickly switch the 10 to a 1 and get one at $3 right here at 10:06. So I did get it, and then immediately we got this big red candle, and so you can see I didn't get filled right at 10:06. I kind of had to wait for it to pop up here, and I think it actually went to like 285. So I could have got a little bit better of an entry there. I mean, I was never worried about cutting it for like a $15 loss or anything. I was quite confident we'd get another leg down. And so right when we got this green candle here, or this red candle here, and this other red one, and then it kind of slowed up a little bit, I just took some quick profits there from 3, and I got out at 337. So like I said, I mean, I'll take 10% all day, a $37 gain there. And then again at 10:15, right when we got this big green candle here, that's the bounce that we finally got that I was waiting for. So I got another put here at $320. So it was the same contract that I had just sold for 337. I believe that's what the number was, 337. Then I bought it back at 320 right here. And then again, we got just a quick sell off there. And I was in and out of this trade in less than 30 seconds, as you can see. And that one I only made about 20 bucks on, but I mean, that's fine with me as well. And the only thing that I regret about this is that when we were sitting here sideways, this was the entry that I should have been getting puts right on, the middle of this cloud. Kind of have a clear level. If we go above this cloud and break this high, maybe just cut it there in case we do get some sort of relief rally. I wouldn't be completely surprised to see some sort of turnaround, but it is only 10:30 now, so usually that would happen a little bit more towards the middle of the day. And so this is really, I should have gotten another put here after I took that quick 20. I could have re-entered around 325 again, 320, 325 or so here. And then we got this big red candle, which broke that line that I had yesterday. And these contracts hit about $430 at this low. So that would have been, I mean, that was like $100 move right there on puts. So missed out on that opportunity. We're still selling off here, and these contracts are now running. You can see here hitting 435. So they're moving, and it looks like we're gonna continue to make lower lows. But I'm not looking for an entry really at this point, unless we get another pop back up into this level, or maybe back up closer to this line here from yesterday's, that high from yesterday. But I'm not really looking for puts into this area of yesterday. I don't know. Maybe I should be, honestly, because things are getting ugly out here. It should have been, yeah, a much better day for me, to be honest with you. Like I said, this is consistently changing, and this is on the 3-minute, so it adapts a little bit faster. I've been trading with the 10-minute clouds recently, so these are 1-minute candles, but you can use what's called multiple time frame analysis on TrendSpider. So I can have 1-minute candles, but then use 10-minute indicators or 3-minute indicators, which I prefer to do because with 1-minute indicators, things just kind of chop around a little too much. So this is a 3-minute, and like I said, it changes. It looks better now than it did in real time. Like right here, this was not hitting this cloud at all, like not the bottom of it. The cloud was really up here, but as it continued to sell off, the cloud adjusts with the candles. But then if we switch these clouds to the 10-minute clouds, you can see all morning, I mean, like I said, it adapts with the sell-off. So this, when we were like right here, this cloud was still pretty much like straight across. And so we were pretty far away from it, and I was waiting for a pop closer up into it. Now, with this continued sell off, like I said, it's kind of adapting and changing and made that look like a perfect entry. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm hoping that we can. I don't think, I mean, maybe we'll retest this 10-minute one here at some point today, but I'll probably watch the 3-minute and see what we can get. But like I said, I'm not really looking for anything right now just because we're getting into yesterday's range. So I could see things kind of settling down a little bit and consolidating into yesterday's range, getting some sort of pop, maybe testing kind of these highs again of, when that meeting was going on, but before things really went crazy. And just looking for a better, higher upside entry. I don't want to get stuck. I'm up $55 on the day, so nothing crazy, but still a nice little addition to the portfolio. So I don't want to waste it chasing down here when the upside just isn't quite there in my opinion. Like I said, I'll wait for a pop. Maybe if this RSI can kind of reach this middle level and we get a little bit more evened out here. But I just don't want to get, short into one of these and then actually have it run up and take an unnecessary loss when most of the action seems to have kind of happened without me. Unfortunately, I watched the whole thing just unfolding, but it is what it is. I'm not upset. Went 2 for 2 on the options today. Took one for a little bit more than 10%, the other a little less than 10%, and we'll call it a day for now. I'm just gonna keep watching. It looks like this is actually, who knows, might grab a little something in here. Let's see. Move this back over to my sweet spot. And that is the other thing though. Like you can see, I played this option, bought it at 320 and 300, and sold it for 337 is what I got filled out on that order, and sold this one at 340. So it's just kind of hard to buy them at like $430 now. Just knowing that I missed out on so much of the move, but sometimes you just got to suck it up and pay a little bit more than you wanted to originally because I didn't hop in and hold on to that move when I should have. It is what it is. You learn, adapt, and dang, that was the entry, and here I am just talking away and not prepared for it. So yeah, just wanted to make that video real quick. Now it looks like I missed that entry, so we'll let it see if it sells off some more here, which it kind of looks like it wants to. But like I said, I could just see it chopping around in this area of yesterday's action. So I'm gonna hold off for now that I just missed that. But thanks for watching. Talk to you guys next time.